everyone, so today I'm doing my 2014 favourites, but this is just one part. This is my drugstore favourites. I'm going to show my high-end luxury makeup favourites in a different video. Hope you get me. Okay, so yeah, this is just a whole bunch of my favourites that happen to be drugstore products. I'm almost certain I would have forgotten a few things, but I have a huge collection of stuff behind me, so this video is going to be long anyway. I hope you guys enjoy it. I've decided I am not going to go in any order. I'm just going to mix it up and grab random things and talk about them, and I will do swatches as well. So let's jump in. First off, I want to talk about these two together because they're kind of like dupes of each other, plus... Okay, let me start again. If you guys like Stila Magnificent Metals eyeshadows, check these out. I'll start with Makeup Revolution. This brand, Makeup Revolution, is really affordable, and they basically make cheap dupes of high-end products. That's like their specialty, and I love this. This is called Magnificent Copper, and it's from their Awesome Metals eyeshadow line, and they are literally just like dupes of Stila Magnificent Metals. This is like a tongue twister. So basically they're just like super metallic eyeshadows. That's what it looks like there. Super cool, super pigmented. They're literally like the exact same thing as the Stila ones. So I have been loving these. Also, this is a new one for me, but I have used it a few times and equally is in love. This is by Australis, and it's their metallic finish eyeshadow in Bronzoncey. Oh my gosh. Bronzoncey. Like Beyonce, but Bronzoncey. And this one is more like the shade Kitten. And if I swatch it, that's what it looks like there. Super reflective and super beautiful. So I have been loving those. They are definitely worth checking out, and they're both really affordable as well. Next up, I'm barely going to talk about this because this is in my favorites like every single year. Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk by NYX. Perfect base. So handy for everyday makeup, handy for theatrical makeup, handy for Halloween makeup. It's just such a good thing to have in your collection. Next is a highlighter, and this is by Chi-Chi. The packaging is super cool. Mine's a little bit grubby. I need to like wipe it down. This is the Chi-Chi face powder in Natural Wall of Shimmer, and it's basically like a dupe for the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, and it's like the most amazing highlighter shade ever. Hopefully you can see that on my finger. It's just like a really beautiful, I would say like golden bronze highlighter. I love this so much. It's amazing quality and it lasts on your face all day long. Next is a blush by NYX. Also not going to talk about this for long because I've talked about NYX blushes a million times. I just love them so much. They have so many colours, they're so affordable, so pretty, they last really well. The only downside is they're quite powdery, so you've just got to really blend them out well. This shade here is in Peach. It's my personal favourite. It's just like the perfect peachy pink. Next is another highlighting product. This is by e.l.f. and it's their Baked Blush in Pinktastic, and I just love this for a highlighter from the drugstore. It's super affordable. I don't really know if you're going to be able to see it well. Oh yeah, you can. That's it there. It's just a really beautiful kind of like champagne-y pink colour. It just looks really flattering on the top of your cheekbones, so I thought that was worth a mention. Really good quality. It's a little bit powdery, but at the end of the day you can just blend it out really well and set it with like a mist or something like that, and it looks just as good as anything else does. Next is an eyeliner by Rimmel. This is their Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer, and it's in the shade in the Nude, and it's just the perfect inner corner kind of colour, not inner corner, waterline colour, just to make your eyes look super bright and wide awake. That's what it looks like there. It's super creamy, goes on super smooth, lasts really well, just as good as my Stila one and my MAC one. So that is by Rimmel. I said that already. Next is a lipstick slash, this is a whole range I love. These are the Chi-Chi Viva La Diva lipsticks, and I love them so much. They've got so many different colours. This particular one is an iconic red. It's one of my favourites. I wore this in a tutorial not long ago. It's just like the perfect orangey red colour. That's what it looks like there. It's super bright and super fun. I really like it. Next are Australis Velourlips. I freaking love these so much, and they recently brought out a ton new shades. This shade here is one of my favourites. It's called Ho-Chee-Man? I don't know. It's like a really nice light matte pink, and they just last so well. They're basically the same as Lime Crime. Some people say that they're too drying. I don't find them too bad. I guess it just comes down to personal preference. but that is the shade just there. Next is a concealer. This is LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is definitely my #1 concealer of the year. Out of every concealer I own, high-end, drugstore, everything, it just works amazing under my eyes and looks so flawless, and it blends out so easily, and it sets amazing. I just freaking love everything about it. You guys have to try this. Like, you have to. It is so great. Next, for drugstore eyeliner, my favorite liquid eyeliner from the drugstore is definitely Maybelline Hyper Glossy. I don't use this when I want matte eyeliner, obviously, because it's really glossy, but if I do want that glossy look, I love this. I love the applicator, and the formula is amazing. It lasts all day, it doesn't crack, it doesn't smudge, it looks really sharp. I just really like it. The applicator is just like a really tiny little brush. Next is another line of lipsticks called the Pout About It by Sports Girl. Yeah, Sports Girl. This shade here is in Fruit Tingle. It's just like a really pretty coral colour. These are really good. They're very comparable to the Lorac Alter Ego lipsticks, I think they're called. They're quite matte, most of them. Some of them are a little bit creamy. Amazing colour selection. Like, all of the colours I own, I love. They're so bright, so fun. They've got like nudes, they've got brights, they've got reds, they've got darks. They've got a little bit of everything, so I really like them. Next is another little eyeshadow pot. This brand is like phenomenal. You guys, oh my gosh, like, this is one of my favorite brands now. They are so affordable and so amazing. This shade here is Get Lucky, and it is a Colourpop eyeshadow. They're almost like creams. They apply best when you use your finger, and they're just so intense and phenomenal, and all of the colours are just beautiful. The shade here is Get Lucky. I don't know if I said that. It's just like a really gorgeous gold. Colourpop also sells lip products, which are equally as cheap, and they do a lip liner and a lipstick. I think these are called lippy sticks. So one of my favourite lip liners is this one here called Click. That's the shade there. It's just like a really fun bright orangey red. And then one of my favourite lippy sticks is this shade here. It is called Rocket. It's just a really beautiful medium bright pink. I love this colour. I just think it looks so fresh and pretty on everybody. My favourite drugstore foundation has definitely been Chi Chi Fabulous and Flawless. I can't say enough good things about this. It just works really well for me. The coverage is amazing. It's like really buildable. Like, you can go light, you can go full. The finish is like Photoshop. It makes you look so flawless and just great. And another one that I've started using more recently but have been really enjoying is the Rimmel Match Perfection. This is in the shade Soft Beige. This is a lighter coverage, so I use it sometimes during the day when I just want like a natural kind of finish, but it still gives you a good coverage. Like, you still look quite flawless, but it's not heavy and it's not cakey and all of those kinds of things. Like, I really like it for everyday wear. I'll talk about the other two concealers that I've been loving from the drugstore this year. One, of course, my Lasting Perfection by Collection. That rhymed. This is amazing, and they make really pale shades. So if you find it hard to find a really light pale concealer that's light enough for you, check out Collection, because their palest shade is like super pale. This is the medium shade, this is the middle shade, and it's still really light on me. And they also do another shade darker, I think. So the only downside is there isn't really a dark colour. This is just like huge full coverage, like super full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey, and it's really easy to blend out, which is awesome. And then the other one, of course, is my Rimmel Wake Me Up. I feel like this is almost a dupe for NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Very similar finish, very similar coverage. It just looks really beautiful. It has a really nice finish, and the colour is just really good. So I do love this. The only thing is it sometimes creases on me, but I really love it like on my face as well. Like, I'll use it to cover up blemishes and redness and stuff like that. I really like it. Next is a finishing spray, and this is by NYX. This is their Dewy Finish Spray. I love this. You basically just spray it on once you finish your makeup, and it sets it in place. It makes all of the powders on your face really settle, so you don't look powdery and cakey, and it really just makes everything last a really long time and gives you that beautiful dewy finish. I love this so much, and it's really affordable. I want to do some now. It feels so refreshing as well. So good for summer. Next is a lash glue. This is by Ardell. It's the Brush On Lash Adhesive. It's just been my favourite glue this year. I have barely touched Duo in a really long time. I only ever use my Duo when I can't find this now, and Duo used to be like my holy grail, so really been enjoying this. This blush here by Milani. This is their Bait blush, and this is in Coralina. I think I mentioned this last year as well. It is just the most beautiful colour. It is the perfect coral blush. of all time. Like if I ever want a coral blush, I go for this. It looks so pretty on, you have no idea. And it's got a very subtle kind of glitter in it, but when you put it on your face, it just kind of comes off as a healthy sheen. It doesn't look like intense or anything like that. Another brand of lip liners that I've been loving, this is probably my favorite brand of lip liners of all time, like high-end, low-end, everything. The Chi-Chi lip liners, this one in particular is like my ultimate favorite. It's in the shade It Girl, and it's like the perfect Kylie Jenner kind of color. That's what it looks like there. Whee! It is just so creamy. These slide on like a dream. They're so moisturizing, but they last forever, and they're quite hard to remove. Like, they last a long time. The Chi-Chi Dramatic Lip Lacquers, and also the Creamy Matte Lipsticks. This shade here is in Blonde Ambition, and it's just like the most amazing coral color ever. That's it down there. Look, there's like a theme happening right now. Just amazing lip products. They look so good on. They last a really good amount of time. The color selection is amazing. They just make me happy. Favorite drugstore mascaras of the year have to be Chi-Chi 3D Magic Lash and Collection Does It All Mascara. This is the waterproof one. I like the regular one better just because I'm not a huge fan of waterproof. I just don't have the regular one right now. But these two mascaras are like freaking amazing. I love them so much. The 3D lash wand looks like this. It's like a little synthetic brush, and it just really helps to get every single lash coated in mascara, and it makes my lashes look so long. It's crazy. And then the Does It All Mascara by Collection is basically a dupe for their Real by Benefit, but I like it better. It's easy to remove. It is like extremely lengthening, volumizing. It makes your lashes look super dark, just everything. I guess that's why it's called Does It All. Ding! I feel like I'm mentioning Chi-Chi a lot in this video, but it's just because I genuinely love Chi-Chi products. My favorite palettes have to be Chi-Chi from the drugstore, I think. This one in particular is my favorite out of all of my Chi-Chi palettes. This is the bronzers. It just comes with the most amazing bronze shades ever. I'm just going to swatch like 3 so you can see the pigmentation. Like, they are super, super, super pigmented. Beautiful, last all day, amazing quality, just I love everything about them. And my other favorite drugstore eyeshadows have to be Makeup Geek, which are all of these small ones up top here. Makeup Geek eyeshadows are just phenomenal. They are so comparable to like MAC Cosmetics, it's crazy. I probably even might prefer some of the finishes of Makeup Geek and like the texture of them and everything. I'll do a few more random swatches of just a few random colours. They are just amazing. My favourites are Cocoa Bear and Peach Smoothie, which are just 2 neutrals, but all of the shades are so beautiful. If you want to like see more shades, just search swatches online and so many will come up. They are just phenomenal. Lately, I have also been loving Topshop lipsticks so much. I bought them online. This shade here is in the shade Ooh La La, and it's just, again, a really nice coral. I'm just really into this kind of colour at the moment. I don't know why. But they're so creamy. They come in heaps of different colours. Again, just really good quality. I reckon the packaging is really cute as well. Eyebrows. Chi-Chi Eyebrow Pencil in Blonde. It's a really, really hard, waxy kind of pencil, so it really looks natural in your brows. It really holds shape of your brows. It like holds your hairs down in place, and the colour is just perfect. So love this. And also have been loving the NYX Eyebrow Gel. Super comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. It's just in a squeeze tube instead of like in a pot. Very similar consistency, a little bit runnier, but it looks identical on your brows, so love this. Another eyeshadow brand from the drugstore I really have been loving is ZA, or Z-A, it's actually pronounced. This is the Impact Full Eyes Groovy palette in 241. And again, just really pigmented shades. The only bad thing about these is they're often all shimmery, but the colours are so beautiful. I did a tutorial not that long ago, I think it was a Beyonce inspired tutorial, and I just love them. The colours are so pretty. Another Chi-Chi product. You've heard me talk about this 1,000,001 times. This is the Call Me Baked Eyeshadow. It is the perfect highlight shade. This was an awkward place to swatch. That is it there. It just looks really good on your eyes, like brows, in a corner, and even your cheekbones. So this is my favourite like baked eyeshadow I own by Chi-Chi, and I love them all. They're all such good quality. This particular shade is just like amazing. Another ZA product, their blushes. They are such good quality. It's like blowing me away. This shade here is Apricot Pink. I did a blog post on these with swatches and everything, but they are just so vibrant and beautiful, and they blend out like a dream. Like, how cool is this color? It's like neon peach. Also, this Rimmel Provocolips. I actually love all of the shades, but this one in particular is one of my favorites. It's in the shade Dare to Pink, and it comes with the like matte long-lasting side, and then the little balmy kind of glossy side that you put on afterwards over top, just to like, I just scratched my lip, just to like hydrate your lips and all of that. So this shade here just looks like this. It's just such a pretty natural kind of baby pink, halfway in between both of those, if that makes sense. And then the last thing I have here is the NYX Butter Lipsticks, and I just love these. They're super moisturizing. They're almost like lip balms, but they're colored and quite pigmented as well. Again, we're sticking in the coral theme apparently. This shade here is Lollies. I don't know if I said that. It's so pretty. Such a shimmering color. So that is everything for now. I'm almost 100% sure I would have forgotten a few things like that are supposed to mention, but you guys know what my favorites are. I've talked about stuff all year long, and I've told you what kind of things I love, but here's a quick recap. Yeah, all of the products I mentioned today, I just think they're amazing, great quality, and definitely worth a try. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and look forward to the high-end favorites, which I think is going to be way more intense than this video, because I do think I have a few more favorite high-end products. So if you're looking to delve into the high-end world, definitely keep an eye out for that one. I'm sorry I cannot talk today. I'm like so tongue twisted. Anyway, have a really good day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye! Onto the Chi-Chi Moisturizing Lip Crowns. I'm going from the left to the right in the shades because they don't actually have shade names. This is the lightest pink shade, and this one's actually just like super glittery. So I'd probably normally layer this on top of a different lipstick because I'm not a fan of the total glitter look, but that's down to personal preference. Next is a super frosty light pink. If you love milky baby pinks, this one is for you. The middle shade in the pack is 100%